For the past several years, in fact, at least 30 years, PWC has taken part in hanging lights and spreading holiday cheer downtown in Fayetteville. It's always been a joy to do. I've done it myself for the last 13 years, and it's something that I wish everyone can grab a hold of and have a little part to deal with. Usually it starts around Veterans Day. We go to a site off 301 that is owned by the city. Used to be the old dog pound. That's where they store all the wreaths and sprays and everything. We have them hanging on racks. As we take them down, we hang them in a certain order so we can put them back up the following year. So that's around the first week right after Veterans Day. We usually try to get them out. We'll hang all the big wreaths from the bucket trucks first, and then we'll come through with ladders, one team on each side, hanging all the sprays through the area. After we get everything hung, we come back and we cut all the photo control boxes on, which basically gives us control to have them on during the daylight instead of waiting for night. And we go through and make any repairs or adjustments. Usually right here is the biggest part. We have to usually change out plugs. Anywhere from 30 to 40 every year we have to change them out. So once we identify, mark them, we'll cut the power back off and we'll change all the plugs out and then cut it back on, make sure everything's on. We like to have everything on and ready no later than the Friday before Thanksgiving week, because every Friday after Thanksgiving is when they do the lighting ceremony. My favorite part of being involved in the holiday lighting installation down here is the look on people's faces, because they know the season's changing. These businesses really rely on this time of year. Small businesses is what makes this country so good, and it just brings a lot of joy to their faces because they're getting excited, they're getting amped up. You'll actually see them start putting stuff in their store windows at the same time we're doing this. So it's just a total turnaround from summer into the winter after Halloween usually. You don't want to take them down definitely when they're wet, because they will mold and they'll deteriorate. They need to be dry when you hang them. When we go to install them, what we'll usually do is try to make sure we pick the best days of the week to do it. Usually we won't be out here in the rain because traffic is really tight through here and we're already taking up lanes, especially with the trucks. So if need be, we'll just kind of flex a day or two here and there. That's why we allow ourselves 2 weeks total to get these things up. Because right through here especially, it can get really chaotic. Especially working off the ladders and everything, you don't want to do that while it's raining. So we usually try to flex with the weather, which can be, tricky at times, especially in November, and really when we take them down in January, it can get real dicey. So, but usually we'll try our best to kind of work around Mother Nature the best we can. I've been doing this for 13 years. This holiday tradition down here, the Dickens itself, I mean, these businesses really do the best they can to put this thing on. The city, the community, it's inspiring for people. It's the one time a year everybody comes together and everybody just seems to enjoy it. The traditional clothing, the horse-drawn carriage rides, everything. It's very important to keep something like that going, because in this world, in this day and time, there's less and less of that. And the community and unity you feel when you walk these streets during that whole day, I mean, it's a whole day event. It's just awe-inspiring. My message for this year, this time of year, for some holiday cheer, number one, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. Come down here, support the downtown area, support these businesses, support your community, your fellow neighbor. This is the time of year when we can all give a little and we can expect to do more for ourselves and for this community.
So here at PWC, considering we're a hometown utility, we get to provide street lights for all the customers within the city of Fayetteville. So we light up roadways to make it safer for the community, trying to negate any type of accident, traffic accidents. And of course we light up the roadways so people feel safe in the downtown. We've added a number of new things to make downtown more vibrant. We added banner brackets over the years, make sure we demonstrate what's going on downtown. We added flag brackets so we can see what really is coming to downtown. Over the last couple of years, we've installed GFCI. So as everybody knows, GFCI stands for Ground Fault Current Interrupter. So if anybody touches an outlet or something to that effect, they're protected through the GFCI. So we're making downtown safer whenever we install electrical outlets out in the weather. So over the last couple of years, we've been working with NCDOT, and we're installing things like breakaway poles, right? So a breakaway pole is a pole that if a car hits it, it's an accident. It's not going to be 100% safe, but the breakaway pole makes it a little bit safer. And so we'll install lights throughout the thoroughfare in Fayetteville. So we're making the city more vibrant through lighting. We're making the city nicer with the lighting, safer with the lighting. People can see where they're going at night. So over the last couple of years, we started painting some poles, right? Make sure that the downtown had a uniformity from a color standpoint of view with the black poles, and of course the acorn lighting as well. As you can see over the years, the Lexan turns from a clear white to yellowish white. So all the globes downtown were changed from a yellowish tint acorn to a clear globe is what we call it. Also, we converted over 37,000 lights from high intensity discharge to LED. Converting from HID to LED, the greatest benefit was we reduced the amount of electricity we use to do the same exact job that we used to do in the past. So these projects downtown, I think we're trying to make downtown more vibrant, and we want to really attract people to the center of our city. So we really want to make the city centers really attractive to everybody and make it really vibrant. All these little projects we're doing, the lighting project, the wreath projects, the Christmas lighting project, we're trying to attract everybody downtown to have a good time and really come downtown and really enjoy these new businesses that we have behind us, and to come and enjoy Fayetteville the way it was meant to be. We're really happy to be here. PWC is really happy to be part of the community. So we really want you to come downtown, enjoy what we've done for you. So please come join me this holiday Christmas downtown, and we'll have a wonderful time together.
Rotary got started in the Fayetteville Christmas Parade back in 1999. The parade itself was put on by the city, I believe. And at that point, the city was going to discontinue their involvement. And when Rotary heard about that, it was like, we can't have, Christmas without a Christmas parade. So the Rotary clubs around town got together. There was 4 of them at the time, and split the responsibilities, and they got involved with doing the Christmas parade. To watch all of the entries, the Mr. and Mrs., the children, the dance troops, I personally like the little slingshots and stuff that come down, and it's just neat. You're only limited. You're limited to what you're exposed to, and so seeing those things makes children's imaginations go run wild. They've never seen these things before. They never heard this type of music. They see the dance and the marching bands. It makes them interested in the music. It makes them interested in band and the arts, dancing and performing, and being a part of something that's far bigger than themselves. And Christmas is more than just a holiday. It's a season where people are giving, and we see the heart of the community come out at this time of year. And so the Christmas parade is like a conglomerate of that melting pot. We get to see everyone in one place, in one location, everyone loving and just being a part of something that's special for our city. And we partnered with the local Jeep clubs for them to provide sort of a safety patrol. And so they go down the street or down the parade route 2 by 2. And there's probably 60 or more Jeeps total in the Christmas parade. And they follow all of our walking entries to ensure the safety of those entries in order for our parade to remain safe. So that's one of the things that I think is very unique. And of course, I think we have the best bands in high school in our city. And so the diversity there, the different songs that they play, the different music, and the people that show up. We have the most diverse community in the state of North Carolina, and I think all across the East Coast. So that's what makes our parade very unique and different. Listen, we really couldn't do the Fayetteville Rotary Christmas Parade without the support of PWC. Obviously, you guys provide the power, and so you kind of the energy that powers the locomotive, right? So this is the train of the parade doesn't function without PWC, and they've always been a huge community advocate. They've always been completely involved in our community, and we really appreciate their support. Part of what makes our parade special is we have DJs alongside up and down the actual parade route. So while you might be waiting on the next entry because the band was taking so much time, we have DJs providing music for fans and for the kids, and they get out in the middle of the street, they do dancing, they have a great time, and that's all made possible by PWC. And so we wouldn't be able to do that and provide that to the community without the involvement of PWC. Cumberland County at large has 14 different high schools, and almost all of them are represented by a band somehow. And so having all of those bands participating, having all of those children, their parents, their siblings, everyone loves to see their children walking through the parade and supporting them. Those dance troops makes our parade diverse, and it's the only time of the year that everyone from every background comes and fills in downtown for 2 hours. One of the ways that people can get involved is sort of, helping volunteer on the day of. It is a ton, hundreds, if not thousands of people that we're trying to get, in organized and in their positions and getting them ready to go, making sure they have all the things that they need before 10 a.m. on December the 14th. And so we're there at 6 a.m. Yeah, so we partner with the city of Fayetteville, the Fayetteville's finest police department. They've been a joy to work with. They help bring out barriers, like concrete barriers, to close off the areas of the streets that we lock down for downtown, just specifically for the parade. They provide patrol officers that are walking up and down the parade to make sure that nobody's doing something unlawful. They additionally do bomb sweeps in the beginning of the parade, and they have their K9 units out there throughout the entire time to ensure that nothing crazy is going to happen. If people want to participate or get more information about the Fayetteville Rotary Christmas Parade, they can log on to our website, which is www.rotarychristmasparade.com. They also can find us on Facebook and social media, Fayetteville Rotary Club, and we meet every Thursday. So, and that information is always on our Facebook or on our website.
Hi, I'm Angela with customer service. If you experience a power outage during normal business hours or even after hours, here's a telephone number that you may want to keep handy in your phone. It's 910-483-1382. If you experience a high call volume, please leave your name and contact information, and the next available representative will be in touch with you just as soon as possible. Thank you and happy holidays.
Hi, my name is Jamie from the Customer Service Department. PWC will be closed for the holidays, including Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day. If you need assistance during this time that we are closed, you can reach us on the website, the PWC app, or you can call Bill to Pay to make a payment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Thank you, and have a Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Tiffany with the Customer Service Department. As part of our commitment to promoting energy and water conservation, we're giving away free calendars for the new year. These calendars are filled with helpful tips on how to save energy and water throughout the year. You can receive a calendar by going through our drive-thru, or you can go to our website and request one while supplies last.
Hello, my name is Sonia with Customer Care at PWC, and we have made a number of options available for you to pay your bill, whether it is online on our website, over the phone, at our office, and at, of course, the office with the drive-thru. We do have a kiosk that's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our online option does offer the options of paying with a credit card, debit card, bank account, and you can even sign up for auto pay. Thank you so much. Have a happy holiday.
Okay. Hola, mi nombre es Suri, soy parte del equipo de servicio al cliente aquí en PWC. Estamos comprometidos a proveer excelente servicio a todos nuestros clientes, incluyendo nuestra comunidad latina. Nuestro equipo de servicio al cliente está listo para ayudarte en español. Solo llama al número telefónico 910-483-1382 y pregunta por un representante en español. Gracias y que pasen felices fiestas.
Happy holidays from PWC.
If a tree falls on a resident's home or their property, the number one thing is safety. The individual, all living things need to be checked upon and make sure everybody's okay. People, animals, what have you. If everything is okay, now you assess the damage of said property. If you deem it to be unsafe, best thing to do is call 911. They will be able to assess the situation better than anyone else. Now, if electric lines are involved, and you know that electric lines are involved, yes, 911 needs to be called, and yes, the power company supplying the electricity to the home needs to be called. They can call PWC directly at our customer service number, and we will respond to look at the situation ourselves. If a tree falls on a person's private property, have it be a car, house, whatever, please don't mess with the lines. If it is power lines, you know it's power lines, let the professionals deal with it. Call the power company. All the utility companies have a customer service number. Call that number and they will dispatch a reputable person out to your home to assess the situation. And please do not try to remove the tree or limb or whatever yourself if the electric lines are involved. Yes, eventually it may be the owner's responsibility to remove it because of the liability of the home / other property, but at least the utility company can secure their service to the home, kill it so everything can be worked safely. Our job in my department is to just clear the vegetation to give the linemen and whoever else needs access to the situation to restore the power. Here at Fayetteville Public Works Commission, we do routine maintenance on the vegetation, on all our circuits, on all our power lines. And we're usually on a 3 to 4 year rotation where we come around every 3 to 4 years and clear up all the vegetation that we see necessary. We do some hot spotting here and there, and we do take service requests from customers if they're concerned. Yeah, it would be very helpful if the homeowners would assess their vegetation on their property prior to events. It's ironic that you hear on the news that a storm is coming, and that's when all my calls come in. Don't wait till then to call. Call when you see an existing problem if the wind comes. Don't wait till somebody tells you the wind is coming or the rain is coming. I have a Bachelor of Science degree in forest management. I love the outdoors. I love trees. I do not want to have to touch them. But however, in my position, also as a certified arborist, a utility forester, it is my job for the Public Works Commission to minimize, hopefully get rid of, vegetation-related outages. If you have a question regarding any trees or vegetation interfering with your lines, you can actually go to PWC's website, faypwc.com, and go to the appropriate area and put in your request, or you can just call our customer service.
Well, the wipes and the pipes, that's a ongoing issue. It causes us a lot of problems, especially at 2 and 3 in the morning when everybody's taking their showers and cleaned up for the night. All those wipes will coagulate together into big clogs, make it, some of them will make it down the sewer mains into the lift station, clogs our pumps, messes with our floats that activate the pumps, which causes multitudes of problems. They'll also clog up the sewer mains, and they can clog up the plumbing in your house. And it'll cost you money to call in a plumber to have it cleared. It costs PWC money to go out there and clear the sewer mains of the wipes, which in turn can lead to increased bills because we're having to do more maintenance on the sewer lines that we didn't have to used to do. All right, so in areas that like restaurant rows have a lot of restaurants, have a lot of hotels that have the long-term or short-term suites and stuff where people are living, they need to keep in mind that the stuff that they're producing when they're cooking their fats and oils, greases, the garbage and the going down the toilets and stuff, And the customers need to keep this in mind as well. You know, don't put the stuff down the toilet that's not supposed to be down the toilet. If you wash your hands, put the paper towel in the trash. The restaurant owners and operators, you know, they need to do the right thing and dispose of the grease in the proper manner. The hotels and stuff that have suites with kitchenettes, they need to remind their guests about disposing of grease properly, not dumping it down the drains, not putting the wrong things down the toilets, because all that stuff can build up in their systems, internal systems to the building a lot faster than it could build up in PWC sewer system. So, you know, and that's going to be on them. They're going to have to call the plumbers or whoever to unclog their stuff. So it's going to save them money in the long run as well as PWC. Just because it says flushable on the package doesn't mean that it should be put down the toilet. Again, it's just an advertising gimmick or a play on words. The only thing that should go into a sewer system is poop, pee, and toilet paper. The sewer systems were designed for poop, pee, and toilet paper. Nothing else. No grease, no flushable wipes, no toys, no vape. They used to love putting things down the toilet and watching it spin and go down and disappear down the hole. I get that. But as adults, we shouldn't be putting things down the toilet that don't belong down there. During the holidays, there's going to be more cooking, of course. Everybody loves their turkey and dressings and gravy, and you know, gravy is a lot of grease. So when they're cleaning their plates, wipe them off with paper towels into the trash before they wash them or put them in the dishwasher. Put up some signage maybe for the guests so that they know not to put items down the drain that they don't, or down the drains or toilets that they shouldn't. And just anything you can do to help us out, because we will definitely see an uptick in grease wipes at the lift stations. And when that happens, you know, the guys that work for me, they like to spend their holidays with their families too. So take that into consideration. Just because it disappears down the drain doesn't mean that it's gone forever. Somebody's got to deal with it when it becomes a problem. If customers notice a slow drain or suspect a clog, there's plenty of products out there on the open market where they can go and buy them and try them out and see if it resolves the issue. If they can't seem to get it resolved on their own, the next step is to call a plumber. The plumbers will come out and they'll do their thing to check it. If the plumbers think that it is on the PWC side, then they will call PWC to have PWC come out and investigate it. Otherwise, the plumbers will take care of it themselves. Customers can educate themselves and find more resources on Fayetteville PWC's website, our community events when we hold them. You can get fat trappers. There's all sorts of videos and resources and links on the website that they can go to. They can request a fat trapper, which is basically just a little device to put grease and stuff in to dispose of it properly in the garbage. Finally, I'd like to say and wish everybody happy holidays in November and December for the whole community, for everybody that has to work, is on call. I hope that the community as a whole can make it a quiet holiday so that everybody can enjoy their families and friends and visitors at their homes and their meals. Keep in mind all the people that work at PWC and elsewhere in the city that'll be working during the holidays. You know, make their jobs a little bit easier for them, and put the grease in the garbage, put the wipes in the garbage, and do everything you can to keep the system flowing and clean and operable so nobody has to come out and lose time with their families and their meals. Happy holidays.
Sometimes a water system event, such as a water main break, causes low or no water pressure. If significant enough, this may increase the potential for bacteria to enter the water distribution system. If this occurs, PWC will issue an advisory that includes boiling your water before consumption as a precautionary measure. PWC will notify customers when this is necessary, and will be testing the water to ensure it is safe for consumption. When advised to boil water, here are some important things you should know. The Centers for Disease Control recommends water used for human consumption be boiled for at least 1 minute and allowed to cool before using. You can bathe or shower during an advisory, but avoid swallowing any water. It typically takes 48 to 72 hours for PWC to conduct all appropriate testing. During this time, PWC crews will work around the clock to make any repairs and restore the system pressure. Once tests confirm there is no contamination, the advisory will be lifted and it will no longer be necessary to boil your water. Here's what to do once the advisory is lifted. Flush the water lines in your home or business for a few minutes before using it for consumption. This will also help to clear up any discoloration or cloudiness. Discard any ice made since the advisory was issued. As the water system returns to normal pressure, you may experience bubbly water, discolored water, or air in your water lines that cause the water to appear white or milky. Let the water run a few minutes to clear the discoloration or cloudiness. Businesses that serve or prepare food for human consumption should coordinate with the health department to make sure all requirements are met. We appreciate your patience and understanding during a system pressure advisory. Remember to check our website and follow us on Facebook and Twitter for updates.
Are you prepared for a power outage? PWC plans ahead, so we're ready to swing into action on a moment's notice during an outage. Here are our top 10 tips to help you be prepared. Number 1, make an emergency kit. Includes flashlights, extra batteries, non-perishable food, and water. Pack enough for each person and pets in your home. Number 2, stay charged and gassed up. Keep mobile devices and other essential electric equipment charged and gas tanks full. Number 3, stay connected. Follow PWC and other local agencies on social media for updates. Number 4, have backup power. Do you use life-sustaining medical equipment that plugs into a wall outlet? Talk to your doctor about a backup plan for powering those devices and keeping medications refrigerated. Call PWC at 910-483-1382 to sign up for our Medical Priority Program. Number 5, install carbon monoxide detectors. Using alternative heat sources and to cook during extended outages can lead to increased risk of CO exposure. Choose detectors with battery backup and place in central locations throughout your home. Number 6, keep it closed. Keep your refrigerator and freezer closed as much as possible to maintain the cold temperature. Number 7, practice generator safety. Follow all manufacturer instructions and do not use generators indoors. Number 8, avoid damage from surges. Turn off or disconnect appliances and electronics to avoid damage from electrical surges or spikes that may occur. Number 9, know where breaker boxes and emergency shutoffs are located. Locate electric, water, and gas shutoffs and know how to do it. Number 10, expect the unexpected. Outages can always be predicted, but PWC promises to get the power back on as soon as possible. You can help by being prepared and being patient while we work.
Power's out? Cranking up the generator? PWC reminds you of these important tips to keep everyone safe. Follow the guidelines for proper connection. Never connect to a wall outlet. Backfeed can occur, putting you and utility workers repairing electric lines at risk of electrocution. Consult a licensed electrician about proper connection, and if you connect your appliances to the generator, use the appropriate sized cord. Keep the generator outside or in a dry, well-ventilated area to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning and electric shock. Be sure to use the proper fuel required for your generator and keep fuel stored safely and away from children. For more information and tips for safely weathering power outages, visit PWC's Storm Central page at www.faypwc.com.